to my channel. If you like, please subscribe and share on social media. Okay, so this reading is for Sagittarius season. We will have a new moon in Sagittarius, which is an eclipse, and the whole season is a portal change, and then we'll be walking into a full moon Gemini. Okay, so this specific video is for the 8th house. Sagittarius 8th house is a Taurus rising. So the 8th house does have to do with other people's money, secrets, deep emotional changes and shifts in consciousness, psychology especially. So there's a new opportunity for you to settle debts or eradicate cling-on behaviors, such as basically forcing yourself to move out of certain relationships that you have in your life, because it's creating codependency of some sort. So either you are the person who is realizing you have these behaviors and you're getting out of it by starting a whole new way of doing things with the new moon, and then the full moon is you actually getting the full scope of how it affected your money or how you value yourself. So that shake-up, of course, is needed at this time, since you will be it will be an irritating energy because it's in conjunction between Sag and Taurus. So there will be some irritating conversations or people surrounding your energy that makes you feel like, okay, I'm too involved, or that person is too involved in my life or what I have going on, and you will want to distance yourself from the conversation, person, place, or thing that is making you feel like you owe them an explanation, or not being too involved in that clingy behavior. Being more open, Sagittarius energy, to all types of different ideas of how intimacy can be for you and another person without it being forced. And also when it comes to money, because that is 8th and 2nd house, allowing yourself to get rid of things that take your energy away or money away, and starting new things that help bring you in more money. So you may come into a new way of creating or generating income. That'll be steady, 2nd house. Okay, and it may have to do with community, Gemini. Okay, so are you realizing that if you get involved with a certain community or a certain group of people, maybe close to home, that you will actually have a fare better with your income than you traveling very, very far away to give your energy or time to something that really, I feel it like it's reversed, because Sag is about traveling long distance, but it's like you feel like you're tired of going through stretching yourself, and you'd rather things be more, of course, Taurus, cozy and comfortable, where you're more aware of what's going on around you than continuing to stress yourself about stuff that you have no idea about. So you're seeing where that needs to be broken down and eradicated, and you get to plant a new seed during this new moon. You get to plant a new intention this new moon in your 8th house to explore your neighborhood, things that are more familiar to you without attachment, without attaching to anything. And you'll see the full moon Gemini, how that brings you more stability and more security than if you tried to hold on to something and you could strangle the growth of it just by doing that. And so this is new ideas about how you can make some money, exchange money. But this is overall about trust and security. Allow yourself to explore different ways of how you can build trust with other people and secure yourself. Okay, so let's look at this. 8th house Sagittarius. This brain keeps on this slide. Some of my hands are cold. Alright, so we got 4 of bows. So this is definitely seeing something like, you know what? I know what I'm seeing. Trust your sight. If you see something needs to be done away with, something needs to be cut off or eliminated from your life, trust what you're seeing, because everybody is not going to see it. And with this square to the Aquarius energy that's going on during this transit, a lot of people's opinions have the ability to kind of like slow you down or stop you or make you doubt what you see, but trust in your sight. Okay, and again, yep, devil right here. It's forcing, what you see is forcing you to deeply uncover what is keeping you, what attachment styles you have when it comes to what you share. Do you feel like you need to have control over what you have to share with another person? Because the 8th house is one-on-one, like the 7th house. Those are the only 2 houses excuse me, that are one-on-one partnerships. Libra is the one-on-one partnership where it's like, okay, nice to meet you, this is what we're going to do, this is the agreement. And then 8th house is like, are you continuing to hold up your agreement? 7th house is you meeting someone and you getting married, and then the 8th house is the actual marriage. So there is an agreement that you have right now, and it may definitely be tied to money, but there's an agreement right now where you have to look at what it is that you're seeing. This could also be like going through a dark night of the soul, where you're realizing that a lot of things just don't work for you anymore, and you may need to, you know, withdraw your energy and get through all the negative thoughts, the negative feelings, and allow yourself to express them so you can break through. Yep, look at that, 10 of drums. So you can break through, because I feel like, and look at this is the judgment at the bottom. This is breaking through. Like, this time for you, it's time for you to break through. Okay, you see how everybody down here is very like humdrum, and then you have the ability to completely transform out of like a rat race into your own race. Like, but it would have never happened if you didn't face your fear about, you know, addressing things and getting rid of things that make you feel stuck. You don't want to put yourself in an agreement where you feel stuck and you're constantly being reminded of your shadow because it's not being addressed. So trust what you see, Taurus. If you see something that is like, no, I need to get out of here, I need to be done with this, trust what you're seeing, because there's an energy that's trying to kind of like suck the life out of you. Or in reverse, this could be you having attachment issues where, you know, you may get rid of one thing because it wasn't working for you because of what you saw, but then you may be afraid moving forward that the same thing's going to happen to you in reverse. You broken free from something that you needed to break free from, but you also have to balance the rest of what's on the scales here, because you want to continue to improve your life, improve the daily habits that you have, and it requires you to start making judgment calls. And you got the 6 of bones at the bottom, so victory is guaranteed in this decision. You just have to move through that dark night of the soul energy where you recognize, like, I can't talk about this no more, I can't hang out with this person no more, I can't eat this type of food no more, I can't do this anymore. And it's gonna feel like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do? What path am I supposed to take? Because all of these not working anymore. That's where you want to go, and that's where you want to be, because you're getting rid of, and this is Pluto right here, which is the 8th house ruler. The lord of the 8th house is Pluto. So this is a time for you to start making decisions that put your energy in debt. If things are being taken from you but not being replenished, you need to get rid of it. No matter how or what type of attachment it is, you have to get rid of it. And you're going to see how the decisions, which is asking you to meditate and see, you know, what are some of the blockages that you have in your everyday life or everyday struggle that you need to get rid of, that you've been too scared to remove. Because, you know, if I take that away, then what's going to happen? You don't have to worry about how things are going to change. You just have to do your work, do your personal work, and make sure that you make the necessary changes that your spirit is telling you to go through. Because your intuition is not going to lead you wrong. It's if you get so scared that you try to hold on to something because you're unfamiliar territory, which is what the new moon is going to teach you, how, like, to see it. And that's Sagittarius is being optimistic. So be optimistic about letting things go that don't help you, because the full moon is going to come and you're going to be fully illuminated as to why you were moved to make the decisions that you were, you know, you needed to make. And you can, you know, from full to new moon, release them. And you'll feel happy that you did it. 4 bows. 4 bows. Yep. There's going to be a lot of people who have differences of opinion with you. They may try to talk you back into whatever agreement that you're walking away from. This is your energy here. Exalted. 6 of Pentacles. Give people what's owed to them and cut it off. Anything else is not necessary for your energy to be invested in. You have boundaries. Strong boundaries that needs to be enforced. So things are, somebody feel like you owe them. If you legit do owe them anything to keep the balance, the material balance, the physical balance, allow them that ability. But anything outside of that, cut it out, cut it off, cut it and leave it where it is. Don't try to go back and, no. These are fixed energy, Taurus and Aquarius, okay? The devil card. What's the devil in your life? Could be a water sign, could be a Pisces. No, I ain't even trying to be funny because I know this is the Pisces card, I'm just saying. But yeah, it's the King of Cups, water sign, of course, but it's somebody who is not being, I feel like they're not being fully themselves, and they're hiding things, or things are being hidden from them, so they want to emotionally erupt all the time. And the High Priestess knows, but you know, they're all about the connectivity of everything. And sometimes you being the center of everyone and trying to keep everything together can be exhausting for you. So it's probably good that you take your space and break away and leave the situation alone, so that you can allow them to, you know, fix their own emotional walls, their own emotional boundaries, because you need to distance yourself from people who just constantly want your attention. But you know, this is what they're doing. Like, you are here giving them praise and attention, and they just laying here like, what? Okay. Yeah, don't beat a dead horse. And the 10 of Drums. Ooh, Sag energy, Knight of Wands. So yeah, the situation, you see, this is celebratory energy, right? And then they're ready to go on. Like, you're ready to move on once you get through establishing a balance with whoever this is, or whatever situation you have going on in your life. Once you have this balance and you feel the balance, most importantly, you will feel the balance before you physically see it, is going to bring you so much like relief every day, because now you've dropped a complete big ass burden, and you just don't give a fuck about anything that has to do with that type of energy anymore, because you let it go. Like, you don't give a fuck. You don't have to. And I feel like whatever energy or person, or you know, what you're here to learn in this situation, is to stop giving a fuck all the time. You don't have to give a fuck about every single thing. And some people use that energy against you for their own personal purposes. They're ciphering your positive energy to continue to be negative. The only way you can cut that supply is to stop giving a fuck. You can care, but you don't have to give a fuck. Okay? And that's what I have for you. 8th house Sagittarius. Thank you so much for tuning in to this reading. Catch you later.